I was reading a book. I was reading a book. I was writing a letter. I was writing a letter. I was playing football. I was playing football. I was watching TV. I was watching TV. I was sleeping early. I was sleeping early. I was eating rice. I was eating rice. I was drinking water. I was drinking water. I was running fast. I was running fast. I was walking to school. I was walking to school. I was studying hard. I was studying hard. You were playing cricket. You were playing cricket. You were writing notes. You were writing notes. You were opening the door. You were opening the door. You were closing the window. You were closing the window. You were helping your mother. You were helping your mother. You were washing your hands. You were washing your hands. You were brushing your teeth. You were brushing your teeth. You were laughing loudly. You were laughing loudly. You were talking to your friend. You were talking to your friend. You were running in the park. You were running in the park. He was playing football. He was playing football. He was singing a song. He was singing a song. He was reading the newspaper. He was reading the newspaper. He was listening to music. He was listening to music. He was driving a car. He was driving a car. He was riding a bike. He was riding a bike. He was eating breakfast. He was eating breakfast. He was working in the office. He was working in the office. He was running quickly. He was running quickly. He was sitting in the garden. He was sitting in the garden. She was watching cartoons. She was watching cartoons. She was writing a story. She was writing a story. She was cooking food. She was cooking food. She was drawing a picture. She was drawing a picture. She was painting the wall. She was painting the wall. She was dancing beautifully. She was dancing beautifully. She was studying English. She was studying English. She was singing well. She was singing well. She was walking to school. She was walking to school. She was playing the piano. She was playing the piano. We were playing games. We were playing games. We were reading books. We were reading books. We were eating lunch. We were eating lunch. We were drinking milk. We were drinking milk. We were seeing the stars. We were seeing the stars. We were seeing the moon. We were seeing the moon. We were enjoying the sun. We were enjoying the sun. We were enjoying the rain. We were enjoying the rain. We were going shopping. We were going shopping. We were buying fruits. We were buying fruits. They were playing football. They were playing football. They were reading novels. They were reading novels. They were eating meat. They were eating meat. They were drinking tea. They were drinking tea. They were drawing pictures. They were drawing pictures. They were painting houses. They were painting houses. They were singing songs. They were singing songs. They were cleaning the house. They were cleaning the house. They were fixing the car. They were fixing the car. They were visiting the park. They were visiting the park. I was going to the mosque. I was going to the mosque. I was going to the shop. I was going to the shop. I was going to the market. I was going to the market. I was going to the playground. I was going to the playground. I was going to the library. I was going to the library. I was going to the hospital. I was going to the hospital. I was going to the garden. I was going to the garden. I was reading the Quran. I was reading the Quran. I was writing an email. I was writing an email. I was watching a movie. I was watching a movie. You were traveling yesterday. You were traveling yesterday. You were swimming in the pool. You were swimming in the pool. You were walking fast. You were walking fast. You were running quickly. You were running quickly. You were jumping high. You were jumping high. You were eating lunch. You were eating lunch. You were drinking water. You were drinking water. You were waiting for me. You were waiting for me. You were calling your friend. You were calling your friend. You were smiling at me. You were smiling at me. He was studying English. He was studying English. He was practicing football. He was practicing football. He was working in the shop. He was working in the shop. He was reading a story. He was reading a story. He was repairing the bike. He was repairing the bike. He was teaching the children. He was teaching the children. He was preparing food. He was preparing food. He was drawing animals. He was drawing animals. He was helping his father. He was helping his father. He was writing notes. He was writing notes. She was cleaning the kitchen. She was cleaning the kitchen. She was cooking dinner. She was cooking dinner. She was drinking coffee. She was drinking coffee. She was eating an apple. She was eating an apple. She was reading a novel. She was reading a novel. She was writing a poem. She was writing a poem. She was singing a song. She was singing a song. She was playing the guitar. She was playing the guitar. She was painting the wall. She was painting the wall. She was visiting her aunt. She was visiting her aunt.